We just did a really, really good Action Pod number 78. Make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel so that you get the notification when this podcast is ready later today. It's called Vision. Which of the three stonecutters are you? B number 3. Allow this to be what gets you jumping out of bed each day. We talk in that podcast about, the story time. I think you're going to love this story. Which of the three stonecutters are you? And we talk in there about when I was the assistant managing editor at the last newspaper I worked, where I had a poor attitude. The business editor was kind of gunning for my job. I was on salary. It was just the managing editor, and me in the newsroom. I was in charge of the newsroom. The managing editor and I were the only ones on staff who were salaried, and all of the reporters were hourly. So the business editor was getting paid about as much as I was, and maybe more sometimes, because she got paid time and a half for anything she worked over 40 hours. So we both worked between 45 and 48 or 50 hours a week, but she got paid for those extra hours, and I did not. And I was kind of like, well, I'm not getting paid for that, so I'm not going to work as hard. I was focusing on me. And anyway, we go into this more in this Action Pod number 78. I want you to reflect on how much are you giving of yourself to the work you're doing. Like, do you work for yourself? Then how much are you going the extra mile in being of greater service to everyone you can, to your community? And whether you're getting paid for that extra work or not. Are you giving because it is your vision, which your mission in life is the reward, its own reward. It's the reward for itself, is how you feel great about yourself by being of service to people, whether they give you anything back or not, because you're here to make a difference with your life. And that inspiration is what drives you. That's how you're, what do they call it, pulling the midnight oil? When you're not looking at, oh, I've already been doing this for 12 hours already. And is the work done? Did you serve your mission? No. Well, then, what do you need to do yet today before you call it a day? The mission is what drives you. That's everything. Think of it more broadly. Your life is about the mission. It's not about how much can you get. It's not about you at all. It's about giving to the mission. So what is your mission? How much is that driving you? Because that means everything. And if you're not living for the mission, if you don't even have a mission, if you're unclear of what your mission is, then you're probably lost. You're probably, you're not the third stonecutter for sure. You're more like, life is painful, life is misery. I've been cursed, nothing ever goes my way. No, that's not how life is. By your dedication and passion and unwavering focus and commitment to the mission, when you're devoted to the mission, then life supports you in fulfilling that mission, because you are here absolutely to be of greater service to more people. So how are you serving more people? And how are you going the extra mile in being of greater service? Life takes care of life. Life takes care of those who are taking care of life. So you're serving others, and life supports you in that service. Your needs are always met. and you're devoted to the mission, to being of service to others, and that you're in command of your focus, your mind. Like I had that poor attitude, and this woman was trying to get my job. She wanted to be the assistant managing editor, and she was talking bad about me. And I lost my focus on the mission, which is to be the leader of the newsroom, the example of dedication, hard work, commitment, excellence in reporting. And I lost that sense of excellence. So you live that sense of excellence, and now with my work with our freeingthematrix.com mastermind, and by the way, talk about all this in there, share your thoughts about when you had a poor attitude, when you almost got fired for it, and when you have the great attitude, when you come from excellence in the place of service, where the joy for you, the reward for you, is in knowing that you made a difference to other people. When you live your life to make that difference to other people, that becomes its own reward. You don't need any pat on the back, good job, accolades, attaboy. No, you don't need any of that. And the money just takes care of itself, because life always supports service. Those who are adding to life, if you think about it, the Big Bang, if everything started from one single point and then burst in, and the nature of growth of the universe is expansion, the nature of God is growth. And so anytime you're adding to growth, life supports you. Life serves life. Life serves those who are serving life. So what are your own examples of how life supports you in making a greater difference, in being that inspired leader? For example, right now, if you shared this video, or by you sharing this video on your social media, you're helping everyone recognize their value, their worth, how much impact they are here to make on others, and you're reminding them that it's about selfless service. And it's not about what's in it for me. It's not about ego. It's about, ego, if you break it down, it means ego. It means not God. And that's completely the opposite of go, 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 which means God, which is about service. It's about coming from love. It's about being of greater service to more people. That's why you are here. That's why every one of us is here. So, we're going into this a lot deeper in this Action Pod number 78. Vision, which of the three stonecutters are you? Be number 3. So make sure you're tuning in for that when it's ready. And share your thoughts about all this, and how right now are you led or moved or guided to make more of a difference, to give more generously from the heart, doing your part from the heart for the whole of humanity. Life is about serving as much as we can. That's the focus, is receiving God. We talk about this in this podcast as well. Your work is receiving God at the level of 100%, and your purpose is extending God at the level of 100%. And what does that mean in a practical sense? It means extending love. What does that mean in an everyday, real-world manner? It means being of greater service to more people. So really focus on how can I be of greater service to more people, and then do that, and have that be your focus, and then notice, receive so much more, become so much more open to being that much more of the gift you are. We have this very, very wonderful insight that came through in this conversation. Your purpose is 2 things. Let's just save that for the podcast. It's really profound. So make sure that you're receiving that message. What is your purpose? And then it's either one of these 2 things, and that's the measuring stick for how you decide what action to take every moment. So anyway, stay tuned for this. Share your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and talk about all of this in our freeingthematrix.com mastermind. Thank you very much.